Alright, this is question number 4. What is Crescent's model in SLA? The acquisition learning hypothesis, the first one, the monitor hypothesis, the input hypothesis, and the affective filter hypothesis, and then the natural order hypothesis. I will give the explanation. The acquisition learning distinction is the most fundamental of the 5 hypotheses in Crescent's theory and the most widely known among linguistics and language teachers. According to Crescent, there are two independent systems of range language performance: the acquired system and the learned system. The acquired system or acquisition is the product of a subconscious process very similar to the process children undergo when they acquire their first languages. It requires meaningful interaction in the target language, natural communication in which speakers are concentrated not in the form of their utterances, but in the communicative the act. The learned system or learning is the product of formal instruction and it comprises a conscious process which results in conscious knowledge about the language. For example, knowledge of grammar rules, a deductive approach in a teacher-centered setting produces learning, while an inductive approach in a student-centered setting leads to acquisition. The second one is the monitor hypothesis. Explains the relationship between acquisition and learning and defines the influence of the latter on the former. The monitoring function is the practical result of the learner learned grammar. According to Crescent, the acquisition system is the utterance initiator, while the learning system performs the role of the monitor or the editor. The monitor acts in planning, editing, and correcting function when the specific conditions are met. Second, language learner has sufficient time at their disposal. They focus or form or think about correctness. They know the rule. The input hypothesis is the conscious attempt to explain how the learner acquires a second language, how second language acquisition takes place. The input hypothesis is only concerned with acquisition, not learning. According to this hypothesis, the learner improves and progresses along the natural order. When he or she receives second language input that is one step beyond his or her current stage of linguistic competence. For example, if a learner is a stage I, then acquisition takes place when he or she is exposed to. The affective filter hypothesis embodies Crescent's view that of number of affective variables play a facilitative but non-causal role in second language acquisition. Those variables include motivation, self-confidence, anxiety, personality traits. Crescent claims that learners with high motivation, self-confidence, a good self-image, a low level of anxiety, and extroversion are better equipped for success in second language acquisition. Low motivation, low self-esteem, anxiety, introversion, and inhibition can raise the affective filter and form a mental block that prevents comprehensible input from being used for acquisition. In other words, when the filter is up, it impedes language acquisition. On the other hand, positive effect is necessary but not sufficient on its own for acquisition to take place. Thank you. I'm sorry if my voice is not really clear or my pronunciation is not very clear because my voice is a little bit mumbling, sir, because I'm not really in well condition. Thank you.